Okay, so the Spirit asked me, what is life? What is life? You see, what is life? That's what the Spirit asked me. What is life? What do it mean to you? When you enter life, what do it mean? Do you know that you're inside of life? Do you know if you're inside of life or not? You see? Do you know? You see? Oftentimes we put ourselves in these positions and we know that we're living, but do you have life? You see, do you have life? You're living because you're alive, but do you have life? What is life? How do you spell it? Right in between the L and the E, there's an if. What is that if? That's a 9 and a 6. What is that if in between an L and an E? You see, in between the L and an E. In between a 3 and a 5th, you have an if. If I say 8/22/1967, that equals 35. I'm going to open up that 35 and see the word if inside of there. You see? If what? What do if mean? Do if exist? How far away is if to me? Where is that if at? Is the if above? Is it lateral? Is it below? Is it below at an angle? What is the if of life? What is the if in between an L and an E or a 3 and a 5? What is that? What is that? If I take that E and put it in front of the L, it'll say L, and then if. If. What can I put in front of if? What if you're living and I'm going to breathe inside of you in this environment? And inside of this environment, you're going to have to play cards. You're going to have to play a game of chess. You're going to have to find out what chess is. You're going to have to find out the players on that board. You see? You're going to have to count 64. You're going to have to count a shade, a dark shade and a light shade. You're going to have to go into the mist where things rotate. And you're going to have to know how to rotate inside of that body. I'm going to breathe in you in this environment. Wherever you are, wherever you may be in your life, I'm going to breathe in you life. You see? The outcome is going to be upon you. So what type of outcome are you expecting to have for yourself? Yourself. You're singular. I'm going to watch you, me, develop and see if you can stand on your 2 feet with everything or with nothing. I want to see if you can stay coherent enough to where you can hear me talk to you and you understand it. in whatever place you may be in the life inside of your living. I'm going to put you in this environment. I put this being in this environment. I put this being in that environment. I had to put him in that environment. You see? So, out of all these bodies, they all have life inside of their living. Good or bad. Righteousness or evil. However it may be, I'm going to breathe inside of your living. I'm going to breathe in it. I'm going to see how you manifest your world like I manifest what you're hearing from me right now. Like I manifested everything that you see out of your eyes. You see, it was already here for you. Everything was already planted for you. You see, they called me God. They gave me names. They said my energy have a name. So, in your world, somebody is going to name you. They're going to name your energy that's inside of the capsule that's allowing you to manifest everything in your life. It's up to you how you speak things into existence. It's up to you inside of your life. Inside of your life. Are you living or are you dead? Energy don't die. You see, only the flesh dies. Energy don't die. So where are you? Where are you in this space? Your space and time, your time. Where are you? How do you feel in the space or in the kingdom that you manifested in your life? Are you down in your kingdom or are you up in your kingdom? Everything that you're going through right now is all yours. It's all written. You wrote it all. You wrote the whole script. You wrote the whole script. Who can talk to you about you better than you? Who can talk to you about you better than you? Who can see you better than you see yourself? Who can say, let there be light inside of your life? You see, inside of your life. Would it have a root if someone else speak existence into your life? I'm talking about somebody that's living in your environment. Somebody that's living somewhere in the world that you created. Will it have roots? Would it have a negative and would it have a positive? Because you've been through something. You went through certain things in your life. So all the things that you went through in your life, are you able to comprehend those bodies? Are you able to say to yourself, I did this and I'm responsible. I did that and I'm responsible for this. This is what I said. And that was the outcome. This is what I did. And that was the outcome. Can you say that inside of the life that you're living in? Inside of the life that you created for yourself. Who is God? Are you God in your world? Or are you the opposite? God in your world. You have to figure these bodies out. You have to know. You have to know for sure. You see, you have to know for sure what's going on in your own world. You see, have you ever heard people say, mind your business? What is your business? Do you have a business? You see, who's the CEO of your business? In your environment, how many inhabitants do you know inside of your environment, the environment that you chose to be in? How many inhabitants do you know? How many good people in your environment? How many bad people in your environment? You see, can you breathe in your environment? Can you hear life talking to you in your environment? What is it? What is it? Who told you to rehearse and speak every grain of comprehension from the things you went through? Who told you to read these things? Who told you to speak them out? Who told you this? Who told you to learn? Don't touch. Learn. Talk. Speak. Who said this to you? Where do you go from here? Who's looking at you and calling you something based on how they developed and how they rose up and the achievements they made in life? Who's mocking you and scoffing at you and saying certain things about you? But they, in their own world, they looking through an eye because they're not around you. They looking in an eye. They talking about something that they see that don't exist in their world because they're up there. What is business? What is the CEO? Who's the boss of that business? Are they minding their business up there? Are you minding your business down here? Or are you all scrunched up inside of one motherfucking eye that you hold in the palm of your hand? I'm just talking to you. You see, I'm just talking to you. You see, some of us have to open our mouth and talk. Some of us have to open our mouth and talk. You see. Can you imagine people actually been doing this for thousands of years and then somebody say, hey, you can make some money doing that. Only thing you got to do is just stand in front of a lot of people. You see? And talk about your world. You see? Talk about the good news of yourself. You see? Talk about the good news of yourself. Because everybody wants the feeling of something good in their life, in their living, in their environment. They want to hear some good news. What is good news to someone who don't even know anything about how you developed? What is good news? Can you imagine good news being ratchet? Is good news to somebody who's up under the ratchet people, those who are ratchet or those who are downcast. Can you imagine people up under them and they look up at the ratchetness of people? You see, following their lead, and then the ratchet people are looking up at those who pretended to be better because they're mocking something above them. You see, so the ratchet people, they can see that they're being phony and they're trying to be like them, but they're giving them a window that's above them. You see. You see. Imagine these things. Imagine these things. What is life? What is life to people? You see, what is the living to people? What is life? What is that if in between the 3 and the 5th? If I take that E and put it in front of the L, it'll say L. It'll be a 5 and a 12. You see, 12 subtracted by 5 is a 7. I got to hold on to that 7, you see? Because if I take that 7 and I take that IF, you see, and think about a 5-pointed star. Or I just stretch my hand out like this, say head, left arm, left leg, right leg. You see, I just point and do that. Do like that. You see, I just hold on to that and remember how this came into existence. That was from my father and my mother. That's 2 people. So I have a 7 from that equation. And then I have a F right there. So I have a G. And then I have an I and an F. And I came from 2 people. So I'll put that T to the left of that G. And I call life a gift. Do you reject the gift? No matter where it comes from, can you use the gift? The gift of life. The gift of life. Gift is inside of the word life. If you remember your parents and remember how you came here, you see, it's your life. Always remember, something was spoken into darkness and your mother pushed it out into the light. Your mother did. Pushed it out into the light. Do you love the light or do you despise the light? Do you love the light or do you despise the light? Do you love the light? Do you love darkness? Do you love both of them? Because they exist. It's one body, or is it one body? It's one body. What if you own both worlds? What if you own both worlds? You see, you will automatically know that that person lives in darkness. And you won't be afraid to go down there and speak to that person to see the life that he's living inside of that darkness. How is he living inside of that darkness? How in the fuck is he moving around and communicating and doing certain things inside of his darkness? Or inside of that dark. How is he seeing? Can you see in the dark? I want to learn how this person is seeing in the darkness. I'm going to go down here. Because I have light. He have an eternal light. He can see shit. I'm going to go down here. Hold on. Let me go down and see. I got to go. Oh, shit, my knees. You know what I'm saying? I gotta act this shit out. Listen, this is who I am. You see, love y'all. Wait a minute.